The Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation building opened in 1983. The large building stood out along Interstate 55, not necessarily because of its girth, but because of the location. At the time, this was the country, several miles north of downtown Jackson. There were no shopping centers or restaurants. Also at the time, a little-known artist was commissioned to create 7 paintings to decorate the halls and offices of the Farm Bureau building. After 36 years, artists and paintings were reunited.
Well, I'm excited to see they look like the day I painted them. They still look good, and they look better than I thought they did. You know, I've grown now through 3 other decades of painting, and it's funny that you think you get better and better, and I guess I have, but these still look pretty good to me.
Moving one of the large paintings into his office, Farm Bureau Insurance CEO Jerry Keating decided to find out more about the artist who signed each one. To his surprise, Albert Smathers teaches in the art department at Mississippi College.
A former employee of Farm Bureau, Mr. Jimmy Bell, worked here and had already been with Farm Bureau for many years, and knew that with the new construction being built, that and being aware of some other paintings I've done. I think I did a painting for him earlier on of his home place or something he built himself. And he put me in touch with members here in Hugh Arant. We met with the then president and CEO, and they observed him, talked about him, and thought, well, you know, that just fits right in with Farm Bureau's theme and what we do. And so it seemed to be a really good match for them, and so they purchased them.
Smathers' records don't include these paintings for Farm Bureau. He even checked the canvases for titles, but no luck. But what he could not find or remember, the paintings seemed to reveal themselves. Landscapes of parts of Mississippi we still see on a rural road or just off a narrow creek, or the sunset on a long day preparing the field for planting. These watercolors encompass many places in Mississippi, and at the same time, nowhere in particular.
As the artist, I know it grows, and we mature in anything, is that we learn to realize we paint from what we know and not just what something's looking like. We learn that I can move this, I can put this in, I can include this. I don't have to paint exactly every little thing that's there.
As a Farm Bureau member and someone who still has farming in his family, Smathers says the rural life woven in his upbringing can be seen in these pieces still today.
I wanted to get that whole tree in there and the feeling of that, and then I'm painting the cattle that I've grown up working with, the black-white face, the red-white face, no longer just Hereford and Angus. The mixed herds, commercial herds and so forth. And then the Mississippi little paths and roads that we have. You know, I've tried to bring that in. And a picture always needs a little water in it. And so most of them, you see, a lot of them have a little water somewhere. They give reflection. But that's one thing in this painting particularly. I want people to feel that come in to here or wherever, the grandness of our trees.
For the Mississippi Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of agriculture, I'm John Callahar.